Yo, what is up, Soul Fam? It's your boy Kris with Soldier of Life, and today in this video we're going to be explaining a little bit of things behind the scenes. Now, for me, this personally is my day in the life or / week in the life of being an American living in Germany, content creator, YouTuber, affiliate marketing guy, internet person. Yeah, so today in this video, I'm kind of going to be explaining a little bit about my total creation package and some things that I haven't been doing that I wanted to. And one of those things that I am doing currently is doing project videos, commercial videos, and music videos for other clients, and that is kind of what I've been focusing on. I kind of explained it on this YouTube channel about the cinematic things I want to do, which I will still be trying to do this summer, which is the cinematic sequences of all the major cities in Germany. But I wanted to do it on a different scale where I didn't have to leave for 4 or 5 days and camp out in the city and do all that stuff. I can't do that every weekend. So that's what I've been focusing on this week. So I kind of want to explain my entire day or / week, everything that comes into a day and why I haven't been doing what I was supposed to be doing recently. So just before, it was almost like a month since I put out a video on YouTube. And one of the huge reasons is because I wanted to start a weekly vlog, a real life, weekly, seeing what I do every day. But the thing is, I'm not super famous. And another thing is I'm just not that confident to record everything for an entire week. No. And I don't like pushing the record button that long. I don't like knowing where the camera is, having multiple cameras during a day. I just can't do it. I just don't want to do that. So I had to come up with an alternate option. But that's one huge thing that I've been trying to do, and I've failed at every single week. So I just, I can't do it, so I'm not going to do it. So usually my days on the weekdays from Monday till Saturday, my weekdays usually start with waking up at around 2:30 to 3:30 in the morning. Now I know somebody's like, Kris, what the hell are you doing up that early? And there's a very good reason for this. Huge reason. I have no idea. No, literally, I do wake up this early so I can take my black self to the gym. Now, the reasoning why I go to the gym so early is because I am a military guy. I like getting up early. There are certain habits that just don't die that easy. And for me, getting up early to hit the gym when nobody else is there is my favorite. I just personally don't like going to the gym when there's a lot of people there because I make noises and grunt and I don't spit, but I do stuff that I don't want everybody to see, and I don't need them looking at me and then me thinking about, should I make these noises? Well, I don't need all that. I do what I want when I go to the gym. And also because recently, before when I first started my YouTube channel, my very first big video was a body transformation video, and that was a couple of years ago, and it went great. And one thing about this video, I felt like it didn't really show the everyday determination that I was doing in order to get these results from this. So what I decided to do recently is start another body transformation challenge, which would go for 90 days. But this time I would film it every single day that I would go to the gym. So these videos are currently on Twitch and Facebook Live on my Soldier of Life channel, I think. Yeah, they're on there, and basically I stream them every day live when I'm in the gym. So for me, the best thing that I can do is get my butt back in the gym. Plus, it makes me look hot and sexy again because, I've been getting every love handle and muffin top that you can imagine. So I had to nix that somehow. So usually I spend around 2 hours, hour and a half to 2 hours in the gym. So after that, I would probably make it out of there at around 6 o'clock, maybe 5:30 or so. And once I get back home from around 6 to 8 o'clock, this is my time to unwind. Now, I would tell you something really super cool. I check emails and I plan for the day, and I do that a lot of times. I really do that a lot of times. But 7 out of 10 times, I'm just playing video games and doing nothing. This is my time to just not think about life, to just chill and relax. Of course I'm going to take it. Why not? This is my time. And I personally just don't operate like that. If I was going to plan things for the next day, I would do it the day before. I wouldn't plan it that day. So there's really nothing for me to plan if my day is already planned out anyway. So after that, at around 8:30, this is when I go to the Deutsch course, German class, Schule, to learn Deutsch for good schön Deutsch lernen. Basically, I go to this class from around 8:30 to 12:45. Now, I absolutely love German class. It's probably one of my most favorite things to do in Germany right now, and it's because I'm learning something new. And I did take my time to learn a little bit of German on my own. You know, I never really waited for a class to start learning, but I feel like because it's a structured environment, anything that helps build structure in your environment, I think is always a good thing. For me personally, when the COVID-19 thing first hit and quarantine was massively popping in Germany, it was really hard for me to focus. And not because I was on quarantine, I was still learning and studying German on my own, but it was a little bit harder because it was a lot less structure. I could basically do what I want, and it drove me crazy. I don't like it. I don't want to just be able to do what I want. I need structure in my life. So I personally established myself from around 1:30 to around 6 o'clock for an entire workday. Now, this is a content creation day. So whatever I want to get done needs to be done in these 5.5 hours or so. Now, I could work longer, but I'll tell you why I don't later. Now, one thing I have realized recently in my situation, at least around 2 or 3 times a week, I might get an email from somebody who wants to do some type of collaboration, some type of video together, or some type of podcast, or something of that where they want me included. Now, a lot of times I do say yes to like almost everything, but sometimes the timing doesn't go, it doesn't always coordinate the best, but it's always a good idea to me personally to collaborate as many people as you can. And just recently, I actually was able to have a very awesome and great interaction with a new friend of mine called Dirk. Now, he currently also has his own YouTube channel where he interviews people inside of his Tesla, his electric car, and he's interviewed some really cool people. So I'm honored to say that I was one of the guys also in his electric car. But one of the cool things about him actually reaching out to me, although he comes from Munich, he took his time out and visit me in my little small part of Germany. We had to create a really cool video together. We got to know a little bit about each other. We got to explore a little bit of my city, and it was my first time sitting in a Tesla, like one that was actually running. And man, when I get some money, when I get myself together, I'm getting a freaking Tesla. There's nothing else to it. I'm getting a Tesla. I see why their stocks are rising up. Now, one thing I will say about this interaction, he's a really cool guy. You should definitely, right after this, check out his YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to it also, because he's got some really cool stuff. And I tried to talk German, but I couldn't really talk it. So without me really like spoiling too much, here is a little bit of that video that we were able to create. Stuck, you know, and that was a good cop. You know, he could have gave me a ticket. He could have said, I'd take you to jail or whatever. I've had a lot of those, but he really, that one experience that he did, you know, kind of changed me a little bit and made my thought process different. And that's why it's important for people to do that all the time. And just like you said, like, because of the stuff that's going on, if one cop does this, if another cop does that, it doesn't make everybody bad. You know what I mean? But I think personally, the thing in America right now is the cop culture. You know what I mean? It's totally cop culture. Because I got stories for days talking about how cops treated me like crap because I look like a guy like that. You know what I mean? So see, there was some really good stuff. It was straight raw and uncut. And it's just, I love the feel. He has such a cool energy, and I really love talking to that guy. Like I said before, make sure you go check out his channel. But one of the biggest things that's been happening to me recently is why I haven't been able to like put out like I was supposed to. Like you know how guys like put out. Now, one of the reasons I haven't been able to put out content like I wanted to is because I was worried a little bit more on a specific thing than something else. And for me, I only have 3 basic main ingredients for videos that I create or concepts that I create, all that good stuff. And one of them, it was just, I was focusing on too much and I needed to get back on track. So the first one is things that you need. What do I need? Now, what this entails is, what are the videos, what are the things that I need to do that already are working? So for me, this is this beautiful channel that I'm on. This one is actually working. What is building me, you know, to be the best American in Germany guy that I can be? What is that thing? And focus on that. But I wanted to focus on different aspects of it so I can have a little bit more of control, but also variety. The second one, which are what are the things I need to do to make it better? Now, I constantly work on ways that I can make anything better that I do. How to make my videos better, how to make my appearance better, how to make my name better, sound better, and have people think of happy thoughts when they hear Kris in Germany or Soldier of Life, or I don't know. Always working on how to make things better. And I've really been focused on this a little bit too much. The problem is every time I try to continually make things better, I'm not focusing on the things that I need. So it's like, oh, do this to make it better, make it better, make it better. But I'm not doing anything that I need. And the last one that I focused on way too much is building for the future. Now, one thing that I especially did when I first started doing this is I was always worried about the future, like way too much. Like 4 or 5 years from now, I want it to be like this. But the problem is I wasn't focused on the things that I need to do every day in order to get there in 4 or 5 years. So I would just stress about that and not like think about this. Always thinking about that, but not focus on this. So that was a problem, man. I was writing down notes and calendars and books, and I got things all over the wall and all over the place, but I don't do any of it because at the end of the day, I'm not at where I need to be to start doing that stuff. I need to focus still on the things that are working for me now and then be able to gradually transition to that. So those are the type of videos that will be coming out very soon. Like, oh my God, I'm so excited because the travel videos for Germany and commercials for German products, and we're gonna go up that filmmaking ladder. We're going up there, like shooting music videos and stuff. Oh yeah, we're going up that FIlmmaker ladder. We're gonna do that. You're gonna know what time it is. Now, those are the 3 things that I only, like strictly only think about or focus on during my workday from around 1 to 6 o'clock. Now, the reason I don't and I stop working past 6 o'clock is because for me, 6 to 8 is family time. There's no other time that I need to be focused on anything else except for family at family time. And it's been a huge thing for me. I haven't really, in my personal opinion, been doing my due diligence on that. So I need to be focused a little bit more on my family. So I designated this time for this. I don't need nobody to grow up and say how much I sucked when they were little. So they have no excuse now. And I don't want to hear those rap stories talking about Pops was crap.
Dat de 10 Minuten Minions fertig bist und dann ist ready.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good, baby.
Sounds good.
That's the reason from 6 to 8. Now, from 8 to 10, that is strictly my time. I do whatever I want. I would play video games or I'll scroll. This is where I kind of check emails and messages. I really suck with getting back to people on messages. I really suck on this. One thing I do work on very hard though is getting to you guys' comments on YouTube. For me personally, this is the biggest way to, get a response from me is on YouTube. If you wanted to talk to me directly, of course, all those other avenues are still open and good. But, this is the time for me to do that. It's basically my time. That's from 8 to 10 o'clock. So for me, that's the entire day. That's a whole day. And then I literally sleep for 4 or 5 hours maybe. And then it's back to the gym and then let's do it all again. So this is a day or a week in my life, I guess. It's not super crazy every day, but yeah, it's kind of long, and I choose to make them long like that on purpose. But yeah, that's it. So hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow or the next day or something like that. Yeah, that's all I got. It's Kris with Soldier of Life, and I'll see you in the next one.